My name is Sarah Line, and I live in Coon Rapids, Minnesota.
1 second. Representative Lestrom?
Thank you, Madam Chair. We haven't limited anybody else to 2 minutes to permit. Why now?
In my discussions with Ms. Olson, my understanding was that we have it divided into groups here on my sheet, and that the main group would have a longer period of time, a longer testimony. If you guys are willing to sit here, I'm good with it. I'm willing to give anybody any amount of time.
Well, Madam Chair, I just want to make sure that it's based on, it's not based on who's for and who's against, but it's based on...
No, not that now. Go ahead with your
I'll do my best to hurry. So I'm here testifying in favor of HF 2699. I am both a mother to 2 beautiful children of my own from a previous marriage and a stepmom to 2 beautiful daughters from my current marriage. I have witnessed divorce in the following child custody debate from both perspectives, from the mother's as well as the father's side, and it is my genuine belief and conviction that Minnesota law must be changed equally to protect the father-child relationship as much as it does the mother-child relationship. When my ex-husband and I decided to divorce, we had our own personal struggles. However, I was fortunate enough to have someone challenge me with, was he a bad husband or was he a bad dad? This is a question that I asked myself when dealing with situations of deep pain, anger, and frustration as I went through my divorce. As a divorced mother now, I think it's important to take that question a step further. Are parents less than ideal from time to time? We all make mistakes. All parents have bad days, and even sometimes bad parenting during certain seasons in our lives. The better question for divorced or separated moms and the judges and custody evaluators should be, is he a good enough dad? Because that is the only dad that these kids will ever have, and there will be a huge void in these children's lives that would likely bring long-term negative impact if the dads are highly restricted. It's been over 5 years since our divorce now, and what that has looked like has changed numerous times along with stages of our lives. Most often we deviate from the extraordinary child support amount suggested. We have changed the parenting schedule around several times and jointly attended birthday parties and holidays. And most recently, I've invited him and his new wife and their new baby to spend Christmas Eve overnight to Christmas morning so that my children could be with the people that they love most in their lives. And seeing the peace and the joy in their faces is one of the best gifts I believe that I will ever give my children. What we decide might not look like a judge or custody evaluator would consider the best interests of our children, but for us, it is right. Sadly, I have seen my best male friend and my current husband struggle immensely because of current laws favoring mothers. In reviewing many situations, I've come to believe that it is not always intentional on the mother's side. It also becomes their belief. I would like to repeat that. Mothers believe that if the law says that the father shouldn't have the children equally, it also becomes their belief. That belief has trickled down and impacted too many fathers over the last 40 to 50 years, and we have too many adults that grew up without a present father. I now believe, for the most part, it was likely not because of a decision that the father made, but a decision made by the mothers and courts because the law allowed them to restrict any dad for any minor reason, as the law still does today. My husband is the most involved dad I know, and I watched him struggle for 2 years in fear and torture of losing time with his daughters. Dads live in constant fear of losing their kids to every other weekend or a 25% parenting schedule. I saw his daughters struggle and the relationship start to crumble because of the way he was treated and talked about by the other parent, her friends, and other family in the presence of children. I believe that these things were spoken in an effort to get the children on a side. I saw the kids start to question what things they were told by these people. Some things had truth in them, other things completely unfounded. I saw them cry, begging to know when they could see him again. I saw the phone calls come into him at night so they could say prayers with him every single night. Once the custody and divorce proceedings ended, the situation got significantly better. My husband did end up filing for divorce, requesting 50% shared parenting, regardless of what everyone said about it couldn't be done. We are thankful that he was granted that due to precedent set prior to the divorce and maintained mostly through the separation. However, the way that the children viewed their father was permanently altered. It is a relationship that has required navigating through a patchwork of lies against my husband. To this day, the kids struggle with anxiety and have had medication and therapy to help them dealing with some of these concerns. However, if a presumption of equal shared parenting would have been a presumption, at least a presumed starting place like this bill HF 2699 today, I believe that many games, manipulation, fear, coercion, threats, and fighting that I and his children witnessed would have been significantly less. The current law, when so imbalanced with a presumption of only 25% parenting time, pits one parent against the other. And finally, in closing, I would like to bring attention to the mental torture that these laws bring to the fathers. I watched as my husband was degraded. He was told he wasn't smart enough to help the children with homework. Children were kept from him on holidays, birthdays, and even prevented from exercising his court-granted parenting time because his ex demanded or dictated it to him. My husband is a nurse by profession, but a little girl toenail painter by night and a hair braider. And he spreads goodness and love to more people than I've ever known. And yet he considered giving up the fight for his own children from his first marriage because many times he felt defeated, worthless, and often questioned if he was even a good dad. How can we expect our fathers to step up to the plate to be an active, involved, equipped role model in the lives of our nation's children if the mothers and courts are allowed to continuously push them away? Please vote yes on this bill and give our state's children a chance to have two actively involved parents. Thank you.